Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games and part 8 of my How to Play Warhammer 40,000 series. I'm Lee, and in this video I'll be taking you through the rules you need for the fight phase. Getting to the end of the series now, as we've covered the key concepts, the data sheet, the command phase, the movement phase, the psychic phase, the shooting phase, and we've charged into battle, so now it's time to look at part 8, which is the fight phase. Starting with the player whose turn is not taking place, the players must alternate selecting an eligible unit from their army and fight with it. An eligible unit is one that is within engagement range of an enemy unit and or made a charge move in the same turn. When a unit fights, it piles in, then it makes close combat attacks, and then it consolidates, and we'll be covering all of this in this video. If one player has no more units left to fight with, their opponent then fights with their remaining units one at a time. And once all units are fought, you progress to the morale phase, which we'll cover in part 9 of the series. Units that made a charge move this turn fight first in the fight phase. This means that units that did not make a charge move this turn cannot be selected to fight until after all units that did make a charge move have fought. Once you've selected a unit, the unit piles in, and you can move each model in that unit up to 3 inches during this pile-in move. Each model in the unit must finish its pile-in move closer to the closest enemy model, and a model that is already touching an enemy model cannot move, but it still counts as having piled in. Now we make the close combat attacks, and before resolving those attacks, you must first determine which models can fight and how many attacks they will make, and then you select the target unit for all of the attacks those models will make, and declare what melee weapons those attacks will be made with. The models that can fight have to be in engagement range of an enemy unit, but they can also be within ½ inch of another model from their own unit that is within ½ inch of an enemy unit. The number of attacks a model can make is determined by its attack characteristic, and you can make one hit roll for each attack being made. Now it's time to select the targets before you resolve any attacks. If the attacking unit made a charge move this turn, its models can only target units it declared a charge against this turn, or units that performed a heroic intervention this turn. With our targets selected, now we need to select our weapon, and each close combat attack is made with a melee weapon. If a model doesn't have a melee weapon, it makes attacks using the close combat weapon profile that you can see here and find on page 22 of the basic rules. If a unit attacks with multiple melee weapons, all attacks made with weapons that have the same profile must be resolved before resolving attacks with the next. Now it's time to consolidate, and when a unit consolidates, you can move each model in the unit up to 3 inches. Each model must finish its consolidation move closer to the closest enemy model. And a model that is already touching an enemy model cannot move, but still counts as having consolidated. That brings us to the end of part 8 of this How to Play Warhammer 40,000 series, and now you know how to play the fight phase. So come and join me for part 9 of the series, where we'll look at the morale phase. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it's helped you to get to grips with the fight phase of your battle. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can keep up to date with all the next parts of this series. I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone that's helped make this series possible, and so thanks to everyone who's either provided a product or sponsored this video series. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much. I'll put links in the description below to everyone who's contributed to the series, and I'd love it if you went and checked out their websites and supported their work. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.